Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel, and I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering Love and Marriage DC. This is season 2B. I believe that this is episode 11 plus 9. I don't know. At this point, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think this is episode 19. I think. Anyways, I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video, and you can also subscribe so that you can continuously be connected to what's going on here. Also, please leave your comments below. I have things to say. We're finally moving on. Whatever type of resolve we got to resolve. And I think we got to just give credit where credit is due in this whole situation. At least we've been 9 episodes in, and there's been this Joy and Ashley situation. It really has probably only been a couple weeks because Christmas happened, Valentine's Day has happened. Well, that's about 2 months. I guess you could say it's about March, and this is what's happening. So, anyways, where we left off, Ashley was telling Joy as how that she sees Clifton as being this mean girl and him being zesty and all of that. Now, I see a lot of stuff on the timeline from women. There's some men too, but from women, black women. I don't mind anybody trying to stand up for somebody who's possibly being emasculated. That's not my problem. I don't think that people want to listen to Ashley, A, you don't like her, and B, it's a black man, and we can't beat a black man down, even if he's not being beaten down, or if he really cares or not. Joy is in her confessional. She's saying, I'm choosing my words carefully because if we don't, then we're never going to move on. I just have a question for you guys. Don't you think it's weird that you guys are windmilling on the timeline? A lot of you guys are tagging Mr. Carlos King, saying all this sassiness and mean girl stuff needs to go. I'm sick of it, Carlos. Joy does not defend her own husband. I have not seen her defend her husband since the whole thing at the basketball game. The most that she'll defend him on is that what Ashley's saying didn't happen as far as the lean in, even though we all can see it on camera. And he antagonized the situation. There is a cynical side to him. Y'all think he's quiet, nice, don't have anything to say. One thing I pay attention to Ashley. Y'all know I rocks with her, but I listen to her. I see how she can come back with facts. And that's just that. And she can even apologize if she's wrong, and y'all don't even give that credit to her, which is really weird. But anyways, you're going to see what you want to see and respond the way that you want to respond. One thing I know that Ashley is aware of her surroundings and what's going on. I don't know if that's part of her journalism background or just how she is made up because, she's from Baltimore. But she sees what's going on. Joy says, I can't really deny what you're saying as far as the whole lean-in type of situation. So if you say that that's what it is, that's what it is. That was her way of trying to move on, to try to keep the peace. We didn't hear once Joy say, don't call my man sassy. Don't call my man a B. Don't call him a mean girl. Why is that? Again, you guys are windmilling for this black man, but the black woman whom he belongs to, maritally, ain't even backing him up in that way. So why are you? Why are you? It's also kind of the same thing with Tisha on Huntsville. I guess she didn't want to be dogmatic, angry, and flounce up at what's her name on there. But don't you think there should have been some type of aggression against old girl Stormy? So I don't understand why we sitting up here windmilling and the people in their lives aren't really doing much windmilling. That's my only point. But I do believe that there is a passive aggressive side to Clifton as well as Joy. Because Clifton and Joy, if you have been studying them, they say everything that they need to say in a confessional or in interviews or to Jamie and Irena. They don't have all this stuff in front of their faces. Now, if push comes to shove, just like Clifton did do during the hockey game, he does do certain things to be aggressive, but it can become off still passive. That's manipulation at best. And gaslighting, like, oh, I didn't know. Because you move under the radar. And I said, I also tweeted this, whether the camera catches it or airs it, that doesn't mean that Ashley's not spotting it. And I think I mentioned already, I don't know, but Joy said that Clifton has had a problem with Ashley since the first sit down. She said that last night. The group session, this is when Joy said that she had to go to this event for mothers. Either single mothers or married mothers. And Ashley said, why would you be invited? You're not a mother. From there, he did not like that. This was part 2A. And we're just getting that. So, again, when you put all the pieces together, Ashley ain't wrong. And Joy is not defending Cliff in all of this stuff. So y'all take it however you want to take it. But Ashley did say, I think that we can be good, I guess, but I know that you don't want to F with me if I don't really F with your husband, and I don't like him. So I guess how can I say this? I think Joy wants things to be okay from an Ashley and Joy situation, but she also has to consider her husband. There's some stuff going on between this Joy and Cliff. And we aren't even at the tip of the iceberg. I don't know if they're going to... I don't know if I should say this. I don't think they're going to make it. Maybe they can make it off screen, but I'm not really understanding their union whatsoever. But time will tell. I don't think they're going to make it, though. Because there's something weird that I'm sensing. Joy wants this relationship, but she knows her husband is not going to be for it. As we learned in a later scene, Clifton wants smoke. But I don't know if Clifton wants smoke for the TV or not. I don't know. I really don't know. Or if he just can't stand Ashley. I don't know. But I think I find it weird that, okay, so Clifton, you don't want to at least have a conversation to try to clear the air at all? And that's also my problem in real time with Irena. You know your husband is destructible. You know what he's capable of doing online. Now that Ashley said that she doesn't like Jamie, you cut off all communication, relationship whatsoever with Ashley because she said that. And because of your rule of, oh, well, she don't F with my husband and she don't F with me, even though you know what he's capable of doing. At least Joy sat down, whether it was fake or not, I don't know. You can't even have a conversation. You can't even bring those two together. So did you even care about Joy and Ashley getting back together, or did producers or production just tell you, you got to be the bridge between those two? Was that fake too? I question everything about the Tylers. Because now Ashley is a B. Ashley is a hoe. And also Winter. Of course, I know that there's some things that are going to come up at the reunion. And maybe I'll understand where you're coming from, but Irena, I'm calling you out for your fakeness, especially when you knew the type of relationship Ashley and Jamie had. If Ashley got to that point, then possibly a conversation needed to be had. So it looks like you're able to be the mediator on camera. Okay, so since I have really talked in fluctuation, I'm going to zip through some other things. Ashley has another book signing. The group comes except for Joy and Clifton. I think Ashley did invite Joy. I think so. But anyways, the group has not read her book. I think Jamie and Irena have a copy and all that good stuff, but basically, they're not supporters. Winter is probably the only person that I could excuse not having a book. And she said that she's waiting on the audio, and that's cool. whatever. She has a little Q&A about the book, and then Jamie comes over. Little Jamie, he's actually there also. He congratulates her and all that good stuff. Later on, they meet up. As Ashley did say a couple episodes ago, I want to talk with little Jamie just to let him know that I'm here. And possibly there's just things you just cannot tell your parents for one reason or the other. I'm here for you. So they sit down and she talks about her own depression. She talks about her being in a place of unaliving herself. She actually attempted to do it. She said 6 years ago, so probably now 7, since this is a year old. Jamie expresses his feelings a lot. He also talked about a friend that he just lost who unalived himself, that he felt like he completed everything at age 25. They had a great conversation. I really don't know how to take it now because little Jamie and big Jamie have been in cohorts on Twitter to try to get the Silvers off the show. Maybe something happened at the reunion that forced this, but you mean to tell me y'all had this great conversation and it looks like a great rapport, and now it's just a shit show? That is very interesting to me. So we move on to the throuple not throuple, and I'm really wishing we stop it, but it looks like the next episode they're going to talk about it again, but it just feels like it's some type of storyline. Anyways, Clifton is about to launch his beard oil. He's going to have it in a barbershop. What? I don't think that is a bad idea. I mean, instead of just going to some upscale building, go to the place that's actually going to buy it, you know, to the patrons that are going to buy it. It's pretty good. They're still waiting on trademark and something else. Copyright. Carmen is there. No throuple talk is talking, but on the timeline they're talking about it. And then people are saying, oh, I know she's just so sneaky. What is she sneaky about? I don't get it, but whatever. The invite list. Clifton is not inviting Quick and all that. He doesn't want them around. Then they get into the whole, he thinks that Ashley runs the house and she probably has a beard. So y'all mad at the emasculation of a black man, but then they can say what they want to say. Okay. You can say, well, that's get back. Okay. So when do we stop all this back and forth dumb stuff? You see how this goes? Y'all sitting up here like y'all are so concentrated on one thing. Whatever. So that's that on that. It's just the Pettys are just going to. I just see it. I think that Clifton wants to keep up the smoke with the Silvers so that they can have camera time and act like they have a storyline, because the most you guys have presented to us is beard oil. There's a birthday party coming up. Joy did invite Ashley. Ashley's like, I don't know yet, but we'll see. I don't know. So at least Ashley's invited. The next scene is with Ashley and her mom. Mom has finally come around after months of the episode airing, with Ashley confronting her mom about not being there for her when she was 16. They have a little back and forth. What Ashley is upset about is that her mom doesn't really acknowledge the toll that it really took on her when her mom did leave her. She feels like she didn't leave her and all that good stuff, but you moved out. You had the houses, but you were no longer in the home, and she had to fend for herself. She apologizes. The mom wants it to be over with, as far as any type of tension between them. Ashley says, I think that we need to get therapy so that things can really be at peace. Y'all was on the timeline acting like you want your parent, she wants everybody to beg for her forgiveness. All I know is from this show, and also with Bold and Bougie, I'm heavily triggered because, especially that baby boomer generation, they are arrogant and prideful, especially there in their offspring. Because parents don't want to acknowledge, not for real, take accountability and responsibility for the toll that they have had on their kids or children, for whatever has happened in the home, out the home, and all that good stuff. They do not want to take accountability for it. If for some reason the children have to always be respectful, always have to be honorable, and they get off scot-free for the effery that they have done and have created within their genealogy, I know how that feels. Somehow we have to be stifled because of the parents' errors. And then it's always this, the parents did what they thought was best. No, you did what was best for you in certain situations. Sometimes you just made the wrong decision. I really get that also. But they go to this place and they do this like detox thing and all that good stuff. But all in all, the mom did agree to 3 therapy sessions, and Ashley's going to take her on a trip. So all is well. It was very Ashley centric. It was something that we weren't fighting and labeling. It shouldn't have been labeling her as a mean girl, but I know on the timeline you were. I'm sorry. I see Ashley. I get Ashley. It's just that on that on that. And that's how I feel. She's been able to back up what she says. Other people back up in ways what she says, whether you guys believe it or not. But if you do disagree with anything that I said, that's fine. You can leave it in the comments and we can discuss it. If you agree with what I say, we can agree with it and discuss it. There's something about Clifton that is very interesting to observe. And as things are unfolding and unraveling, I'm like, because he's not going to tell you up front who he is. That passive aggressive stuff is very cynical. It's very gaslit type of administration. It's sneaky. So all I got to say is just keep your eye on Clifton. That's all I do have. It's over, Mr. Carlos. It's over. It's over. It's over. There's peace in the valley after 9 episodes. We shall see what happens. Of course, we know things don't stay the same with these relationships on the show. Again, I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Until the next one, peace.